Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Raider TV. Coming to you live from Plant City High School, I'm Braxton Willis. And today, we are looking to the profound impacts of Hurricane Milton and Helene on various industries and how community involvement has played a crucial role in recovery efforts. Now for a closer look at one of the most affected industries, let's go to Emerson Taylor for further details.
Thank you, Braxton. We're here live at the auction site where the effects of Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton are still apparent. Joining us today is Assistant General Manager of the Manheim Tampa Auction Center, Oliver Vowell. Oliver, thank you so much for being here today to share a little bit of what's going on with the auction.
It's great to be here, Emerson. Appreciate you inviting me.
For starters, can you tell us how Hurricane Milton has not only impacted this car auction, but the industry as a whole?
Yeah, our car auction itself was impacted in a multitude of ways. The two primary ways were we sustained physical damage to our auction sites was about 1.5 to 2 feet underwater. So as a result, you can see all the drywall is being repaired and we're taking the necessary steps to remediate and remodel this location. The auction site was also impacted in that we received a lot of flood vehicles that were flooded during the hurricanes. To date, we've received over 2,000 and we continue to have them come in.
That sounds very challenging. How are auction companies coping with these disruptions?
Our auction site, as you can see, is making investments to repair all the damage that has occurred. In addition, we're working closely with our clients to understand what their needs are. A great example is the rental car agencies. The rental car agencies also suffered loss because they had damage occurred to vehicles that were being rented at the time, but they also need to hang on to the units that they have because there's demand in the marketplace to provide rental vehicles to people that lost their vehicles during the flood while they wait for insurance checks to come in or they're able to purchase a new car.
And with that, what type of involvement from the community has been present through these tough times?
The community is unbelievably supportive of each other. From an auction perspective, we have assisted in terms of doing community service work, both individually and collectively, to help people recover. The auction industry itself is working closely with our clients, with sellers and buyers, to ensure that we're able to identify and procure the inventory necessary to help people replace lost vehicles that they may have lost during the storms. And we will continue to do so long term and provide the support that we need. One thing I will say about Cox Automotive, which owns Manheim, which is the auctions where we are right now, is they are very community service driven. It's part of our culture, and we do everything we can to make sure that we act as a positive impact to help people recover from the challenges that they're facing due to the damage incurred from these storms.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. It's evident that despite these challenges, there are strong efforts underway to recover from these setbacks. Back to you, Braxton.
Thank you, Emerson. After these devastating storm industries across the board faced unprecedented challenges, in the midst of Hurricane Helene, local businesses and residents came together to rebuild. We saw volunteers helping to clear debris, local donating food to those in need, and countless fundraising events in support affected industries. However, that wasn't all. After Hurricane Milton, the community's response was equally inspiring. Industries that were hit had received overwhelming support from locals. People volunteered their time, resources, and expertise to help these businesses get back on their feet. Now let's go to Jaden for more details on community involvement.
Thank you, Braxton. We're honored to have Chief Sidlauskas with us, who has been forefront of the response efforts during Hurricanes Helene and Milton. Thank you for joining us, Chief Sidlauskas.
Thank you for having me.
Can you please provide us with an overview of how the community has reacted to these consecutive hurricanes?
So it was, Helene was kind of a scare for everybody, but this community here didn't get nearly the damage that we did with Milton. Milton was a catastrophe that nobody could have really anticipated what happened out here. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who lost everything, homes, cars. Fortunately, we didn't have any loss of life, but the devastation of the community it's been real.
Mm-hmm. It's heartening to hear about such resilience in our community. In addition, what role do local industries play in these recovery efforts?
So, we couldn't have gotten through it without our local community business partners, specifically some of our community groups more than anything, like the Rotary Club of Plant City, the Chamber of Commerce, all these different community groups came together, to help do everything. It's been, to have a community like this, Plant City is incredibly close-knit, and it is just one gigantic family.
Thank you, Chief Sidlauskas, for your valuable insights and your unwavering dedication to serving the community. Your efforts are truly inspiring. Back to you, Braxton.
Thank you, Jaden. As we wrap up our coverage on the effects of Hurricanes Helene and Milton on the car industry, it's clear these natural disasters had significant impacts. Nonetheless, the resilience of the community has been remarkable. Their efforts have not only restored operations, but have also fostered a sense of unity and cooperation. This concludes this episode of Raider TV. Make sure to stay tuned for more updates and stories, and have a great evening, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome to our project on broadcast journalism. I'm Emerson Taylor.
I'm Braxton Willis.
And I'm Jaden Carball.
We created this broadcast to highlight the hurricanes that left a significant impact on our community.
We highlighted the car industry as it was one of the most impacted industries in our community.
It was inspiring to see the community's resilience, so we expressed that in our broadcast.
We used elements like B-roll to show the gravity of the damages.
And we all worked equally on creating ideas, editing, and being on camera.
We hope you enjoyed our project. Thank you.